What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I have been MIA for a few days. I have something kind of major going on. So pretty much this house I bought needs a lot of work. And a few days ago, my hot water heater went out completely. I tried fixing it. I put new parts on it. There was one piece of it I couldn't get out. So pretty much the whole thing needs to be replaced. And brand new water heaters are like $500. So I really don't like to make my channel about money. And for the most part, I don't like to ask people for money because my pride is like huge. But I'm kind of stuck right now. So I am asking all of my subscribers to donate if you feel led to donate to the channel. For everybody who donates, I will do a free reading of whatever reading that you choose. And for whoever donates the most amount of money, I'm going to be sending you my Shadowscapes Tarot deck. This is the deck that I started with. This is the deck that inspired me the most. I learned a lot from this deck, and I feel like they say that used decks are more powerful, you know, so I would be giving this to the person who donates the most to the channel. If you would like to donate, or if you feel like that's something you would be interested in doing, my PayPal is paypal.me/guided tarot, or you can just enter my email. It's acaciahemphill795@gmail. Now, I'm not going to be mad if people don't. I'm just asking, you know, because I'm at a really place where I just started my job and I don't have the money to fix this right now, and I don't know what else to do. So I feel like my spirit guides were just led me to this place where, well, you know, all I can do is ask for help when I really need it. And that's all I can do right now. And I'm not going to be mad if you don't feel like you have to, because that's not true at all. If you want to, cool. If you don't, just say a prayer for me so I can figure this shit out, because it's been pretty crazy. Since January when I stopped working, it's been really hard. So I'm doing okay, you know, for the most part. I'm trying not to freak out, because I believe that you know, the universe will help me in the areas where I can't help myself, you know. And I did start working and stuff, but I'm just not making a whole lot of money, not enough to cover when big expenses come up like this. So with that being said, 3:02, if someone wants a timestamp, I'm going to do readings for, really quick readings for everybody for what you need to be aware of, what you need to remember, and what you need to let go of for the weekend. And I just flipped a card, didn't I? So, starting with Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to be aware of? What does Capricorn need to remember? Okay, that's a lot of cards. And what does Capricorn need to let go of? So the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is about figuring out what makes you happy. You know, there's abundance here. There's this is like a wish coming true. For some of you, it could be a water sign, you know, somewhere there's an equal give and take, where they're not all about themselves, where they're caring and emotionally balanced and, you know, nurturing. I think there's going to be a pretty big change of direction for some of you, because then you have the Moon card and the Sun card. So someone's going to be telling you how they feel, and it's going to give you this sense of enlightenment. maybe to someone that I think you guys felt like you were left out in the cold and you felt like this was over, but in reality this person wants to come back together with you, but you do need to leave some things in the past and maybe not be so defensive about the people that are coming in for you. Now, for what you need to be aware of, you have the Five of Cups. So I feel like some of you are feeling this loss and regret, or this is somebody in your life that feels this way. And it could be a water sign. The Five of... could be a Scorpio for some of you. I feel like you really cared about this person and they really cared about you. Or maybe this person is just like, you know, they want you back in their life because you really did help them. You comforted them. But then you have the Four of Swords. So I feel like there's this... Sorry about that. I had a phone call. So there's this solitude here. Then you have the Five of Swords. So there could have been, there's these mixed feelings with something that you already know about or something that this person saw, or you have the Page of Swords. So it's like someone, you know, wants to tell the truth or will be telling the truth, but they're just kind of disconnected right now. There's this, you know, feeling like they're not really being fulfilled. They're kind of thinking about things, but I feel like it also could be like they're just not really sure. I mean, someone is really sad that they don't have you in their life. What you need to remember, you have the Two of Wands. I think that you and this person need to make a choice. You know, you both want to be in each other's lives, but you're just kind of waiting. You know, I think that it's time to make that choice because I feel like you guys, there's abundance here. There's a new start here, you know, and if you look at this card, you guys are both, you know, mirroring each other in how you feel. And I think that's what you need to remember, is they feel the same way that you do, and that this can be a good thing, you know. And then with this balance here, then for what you need to let go of, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I think that if you're working a lot or you have a lot, like really high standards, or maybe you're just putting a lot of work into something. Maybe you're trying too hard because it's not really you that needs to be trying. It's this other person, I think, needs to kind of communicate how they feel to you. Or maybe you feel like you need to teach them something and maybe you don't. Maybe they need to learn things on their own. Even though, you know, you obviously want to help someone if you feel like they need help. But sometimes it's more than that, you know. It's way bigger than that. There's this depression here, and I feel like that's, you know, this loss, this heartbreak. I think that's something that you need to let go of. Maybe this person has some mental health issues, or you do, and I'm not placing blame because I don't know everybody's situation. There just could be some things that you don't know about. So 846 for the sign of Taurus. What does Taurus need to be aware of? What does Taurus need to remember? And what does Taurus need to let go of? What does the sign of Taurus need to be aware of? What do they need to remember? What do they need to let go of? Okay. The bottom is the Judgment card. So I think that it's all about whatever decision that either needs to be made or has been made. Some of you could be having a new beginning with someone. You know, it's the Ace of Cups, so it could be a water sign. But I feel like this person needs to tell you how they feel. or vice versa. You know, instead of, there's a lot of mixed feelings here. There's a lot of just rivalry, you know, it's adversity. Even though this person is emotionally balanced, I think maybe they were pulling away a little bit from you. And that was because maybe of some toxic behaviors or feelings like anger and jealousy and just overall dysfunction or some type of addiction. I don't know everyone's story, you know, but I feel like that's something that they are moving on from. I think that you guys both are trying to weigh things out. You're trying to find balance with the situation. There is victory here, but someone's kind of being really self-defensive about the people that try to come in. There's going to be a tower moment here, but things will move forward with the Chariot card, and then the Three of Cups is like this coming back together. Something that's been thought about enough, you know. I think that you guys are both kind of standing on the fence and trying to make a compromise, but you haven't made the decision yet. You know, you put a lot of time into this person. There will be some messages from Spirit about this, so be listening to your intuition, trust your intuition. There does kind of need to be things balanced out so you guys can try something new with this situation. You guys kind of have to come together and you know, it's going to be about teamwork if you want the situation to work, I think. So for what you need to be aware of, you have the Four of Swords. I think that what you need to be aware of is that you're kind of pulling back from someone that you do want, that you either have the stability or want the stability with. And then there's this reunion card. So maybe you're pulling back from a reunion, and it's all because of the thoughts that are in your head, because this is a stable relationship, but I feel like maybe someone might be scared, whether it's you or this other person. This is a stable ground to stand on, though, and I think that's something that, you know, you need to be aware of, is that it's here, you know, and it is stable. What you need to remember, you have the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So what you need to remember is that you moved away from all these thoughts and all this stuff, this repetitive, this depression. You know, the 10 is an ending, but you're moving away from that. You know, you're not going to be stuck in your head anymore. You don't have to be that way anymore in this situation, because this is a stable reunion that you're going in, and you move past this, or you are moving past this, or maybe that's what you need to do. But I feel like this is over. All those thoughts in your head, all those thoughts are gone. What you need to let go of is the Six of Cups with the World card. So there could have been an ending with someone from your past, someone that you really cared about, someone that you have really fond memories with. But this is something, you know, that, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be completely over. There is this, you know, this nostalgia. It talks about a reunion. It talks about a friendship and a lot of memories. I think that this was really hard for you to let go of, but at the same time, it just could be a cycle that needs to end in this current relationship so that a new one can come in. It's not about being maybe completely done with the person, but maybe whatever idea you had of how this was supposed to go was a cycle that needs to end, you know, so that something new can begin, whether it's with them or someone else. 1357 for Virgo. What does Virgo need to remember? What does Virgo need to let go of? So the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So this soulmate, this twin, there could be someone that you love, that you have a lot of memories with. For some of you, I think it is, my nose is itchy. It's kind of feeling like you're in a difficult position, but this other person could be trying to figure out, for themselves, kind of trusting their intuition about, what they want to do with this situation. I think that there might not be a whole lot of action in this situation right now, but there is love and, nostalgia. Someone is thinking about you and probably will be sending you a message. Then you have the High Priestess, so there might not be speaking. It is talking about a decision that needs to be made. Maybe there's a child involved. Things do need to be weighed out instead of pushing someone away. I think that this is something that that you want to do so that you can have this change in direction and come back together with this person instead of being stuck in your head. Because there is a new beginning here, but you're pulling back from them. And I think that the important thing to remember is that either you or them either have or want to put a lot of time into this. This is someone that you do want, that you're really attracted to, or vice versa. This is abundant and this is balanced and grounded. It's just that they're taking the time out to think about things and trying to balance their life out a little bit, and so that this can be an equal give and take. And so that all the emotions involved can be balanced. Someone will be speaking their truth, and there do need to be some endings and rebirths here, and coming up with the right plan to move forward. And I think that there is passion, and this can be manifested, or someone is manifesting this in a situation. So for what you need to be aware of, you have the Six of Wands. Maybe what you need to be aware of is that you're growing, that there is victory in this situation. There's progress. This is all about having the confidence, having teamwork with another person. I think that there is victory in this situation. It could be at your job, because the Six of Wands also does talk about like getting a raise or getting recognized. So for what you need to remember, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles talks about someone who, is kind of working a lot, but they're, kind of making money. They're independent. But this is what kind of, like, you're self-sufficient, you are able to work by yourself. You're able to make money on your own, Then you have the Sun card. So speaking the positivity into your life, this is about happiness. Like, this is a good outcome for you. So maybe just realizing that even if you're on your own, either at your job or in your life, this is something that will bring you happiness and enlightenment. What you need to let go of is the Two of Pentacles. So this is about, multitasking. It's about balancing things, but at the same time, it is about more than one option. Like, you're trying to find balance, but maybe you haven't. Maybe you're trying to balance too much. Maybe it's about narrowing down the options so that you're able to move forward in a better way. Because all it's doing is stressing you out, like, to the extreme. You're taking on too much, and I think that's what you need to let go of. There is a new start here, or a pregnancy for some of you with the Empress. There's a Three of Cups, so this is about a reunion, or just, spending some time with friends. And then there's some pretty big changes with the Death card. I think that there's either going to be a transition or an elimination. Some things do need to be let go of so that the cycle can complete and start over. 1940, we are on air signs, so we'll start with Libra. What are the messages for the sign of Libra? What do they need to be aware of? What do they need to remember? And what do they need to let go of? Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords doesn't take any shit. She's very intentional with her words, thoughts, and actions, and she cuts out all the bullshit in her life. And I think that there's something that you want and you're going to be going for it, but it could be leaving someone else out in the cold. This is moving forward in a new direction, trying something new with passion. It's just kind of slow moving right now. Things will be weighed out. There might be some things that end, but there is love here. And you know what you want. It's just a lot of mixed feelings, and some things do need to give out. You know, there do need to be some changes. Maybe with this motherly person in your life, or just in general. Maybe it's your work life or someone, excuse me, some motherly figure. You have the Nine of Swords. For some reason, you guys are worried and having a lot of nightmares and grief over this heartbreak because someone hasn't told you how they feel. They're kind of, you know, on their own, like trying to think about coming back together. They are getting emotionally balanced and they are going to be enlightened, but they're still kind of holding back. They're kind of leaving behind maybe some old feelings, but then they're coming back and to send like a message. Some of you there could be children involved, but this person is balanced now. They're thinking logically, but they still haven't really made a choice. You both haven't, you know. I think this person is trying to work on themselves and make the decision about how to move forward. So for what you need to be aware of, you have the Ace of Cups. So what you need to be aware of is that there is a love offer here. This is a proposal. This is a relationship. It's a marriage or a birth. This is a potential, however. It doesn't necessarily mean this is going to happen, but the potential is here with a lot of passion. Could be with a fire sign for some of you. But this is just someone who comes in really quick and they're very passionate about this person, and I feel like that's what you need to know. What you need to remember is you have the Magician. What you need to remember is you are manifesting this, or you did, or this other person is, and you can manifest this in whatever way you want. You have the tools to do that. It's kind of like the universe is leaving it up to you, whichever way you want to manifest this forward. Then you have the Four of Discs. I think that's one or both of you is holding back. You want this long-term security, but you're afraid of the changes that will come with maybe manifesting, or maybe when you finally get what you want, you know, you're kind of afraid of that. Some of you could be throwing all of your time into work, you know, trying to, but you're stressed out. You're stressing yourself out by doing this. I think it's time to tell this person that you do love them, you know, and that you know that this is what you want, but you just haven't really expressed that. What you need to let go of, you have the Six of Wands. So I think that the Four of Pentacles again, something with your job, I think maybe something with money overall in general. It's holding you back from something in your life. I think that some of you are more concerned about money and maybe something didn't go the way that you thought it would at your job, but there is an equal give and take here. But then there's the Hanged Man, so you kind of feel like you're stuck. So maybe what you need to let go of is how you thought the situation would go isn't going the way that you thought it would, but that's at the end. The 6 and the 4, you know, that's the ending of this way of thinking, this way of going about things. Then there will be an equal give and take. You know, maybe that didn't happen. Maybe the reason you're holding back is because there wasn't an equal give and take, but that's really what you wanted at your job or in your life with this other person. So it's leaving you feeling kind of stuck. But just remember, the universe is saying, you can manifest this whatever way you want. 2514, we're on the sign of Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to be aware of? What does Aquarius need to remember? What does Aquarius need to let go of? Maybe you guys are completing something. There is this accomplishment here. Maybe there's a cycle that ended with someone who is balancing more than one person. Someone who wants this new start, but they could have broke your heart, so you're kind of in your head about it. Maybe you haven't told them how you feel, or they need to tell you how they feel. Because there is this coming together with love, but it brings a lot of stress and leaving behind something in the past. You guys do have a lot of passion for someone, or vice versa, but you're kind of holding back, pushing people out. You need to speak your truth and move forward with intention, because you're on the right path, but you're being defensive. You guys have the same cards as Libra, but they're just in a different order. What you need to be aware of is some of you might be dealing with someone who is selfish. Or maybe you feel like this person betrayed you. Then you have the Queen of Wands. So I think that this person does want you, but maybe before they were kind of in a difficult position. So maybe the choice was made and that you're the one that they want. Or this is about you realizing that you can get whatever you want, because that's what the Queen of Wands does. She's attractive. She's full of herself. She's confident. She's mastered herself. So she goes out. She knows what she wants and she goes and gets it. That's pretty much what you need to know, because for some of you, you're dealing with your twin or your soulmate, maybe a water sign. What you need to remember, you have the Four of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. That maybe there is victory in you holding back how you feel, or maybe there's victory in this other person holding back from you because they're trying to become stable. They're trying to get their life together so that this can move forward in a good direction. What you need to let go of is the Six of Pentacles. Maybe if you are giving someone help, or you thought that you would be getting help from someone, oh crap, then you have the Eight of Cups. So maybe you were helping out someone financially, and they're really immature, and they probably broke your heart. Or maybe you just wanted things to be equal, and instead this person kind of withdrew, but then they're coming back, but it's a page. So there could be kids involved, or this person just could be really immature. So it's kind of feeling like you're stuck in your head about this. There is a new start here. It's just really slow moving. It's about patience. It's about making this justice call, listening to your intuition, and making the choice. There is, you guys are both on the same page. There might be a lesson to be learned here. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but at the same time, I feel like it's about maybe how you feel things should go isn't really what happened, or that this is how this is going to help, or maybe what you thought or how you were raised is very different from this person. That needs to end with the Tower card, because there is this feeling of being left out in the cold by this person, even though there is a stable reunion here, once the truth comes out and, it's spoken into reality. It's a new start here with passion and a love offer, possibly marriage for some of you. A major change of direction, but it's destiny. Someone's being really self-defensive and kind of disconnected because they're trying to balance their life out, and maybe it has something to do with finances. You have the strength to get over the bullshit that you're getting over, and I feel like for some of you it definitely is fear and toxic thoughts because you don't know how this person feels, or they haven't revealed it to you, or you feel like they're keeping something from you. But in reality, it's more than that. They do love you and want to get back together with you. 3012. We're on the sign of Gemini. What are the messages for the sign of Gemini? What does Gemini need to be aware of? What does Gemini need to remember? What does Gemini need to let go of? Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. So this, maybe it's about listening to your intuition, but there is someone in your life who is very caring and helpful and cares a lot about you. Oh, King and Queen, someone you're probably in a relationship with. You guys are moving forward, you know, in a new direction with passion. This can be manifested however you want. You know, I think you're thinking a lot about it and you kind of feel like you're stuck. But at the same time, it's about teamwork, you know, and kind of letting go of the mixed feelings that come with it. So for what you need to be aware of, you have the Nine of Cups. That this is someone that makes you really happy, that this is your wish come true. And this is someone that you know that you want. You have the Page of Wands. This is, you know, something new, a new direction in this situation that, you know, a new direction with someone you're already with, I think. What you need to remember is you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is either a new job for some of you or new money, or maybe it's a promotion. Maybe this is about the person that you are starting a new direction with will be spending more time with you, or that they are spending time with you. But I feel like Seven of Swords, oof, what you need to remember, you might be running away from this. There might have been some betrayal or dishonesty, maybe. But then you have a Tower moment. So I feel like that's over with, you know, so you can start in a new direction with this person. The Tower came in and wiped all that shit out. Something that needed to go. Maybe it has something to do with your finances, but at the same time, there is a new beginning here with that. That ends really well with total love and support. What you need to let go of is the Two of Pentacles, you know, trying to balance everything out yourself. Whatever is keeping you with all this anxiety and depression, maybe you're taking on too much and you need to kind of take care of yourself and your mental health. You know, get out of your head and all these feelings. Let that shit go. Make a decision maybe. Don't balance so much. Kind of weigh out your options here. Because you guys are used to being independent. Like, you're really passionate about something. I think you're used to being independent, but now you have another person who wants to come in. You know, so I think you're thinking a lot about this person and how to move this forward. But you feel like you're kind of stuck because this is really slow moving, either with money or this person. So that's why it's keeping you stuck in your head. There's a lot of passion here. This person really cares a lot about you. They just might be holding back because they're trying to get themselves stable. This can be manifested whatever way that you want it to go. You know, once you move forward towards the things that you want, there are some things that you guys will be moving forward, but you need to go past all those thoughts in your head, you know, and put some time into this situation because it does have a good ending. I'm going to stop this video and do the other 6 signs on another video, or this is going to take forever. So I'll be back on the other video. Hope everyone has a good day.